Hey everyone, I wanted to share with you these two new worksheets. Well, they're not really new, but they are in a way. I haven't released them to the public before, but they are on KellyCreates.ca. Print them, download them, print them. And this is the large brush pen drills that is a game changer for your practice. It's an overview of all of the drills. Now, it's not exactly like my workbook because you just have one row of each basic stroke. Underturns, overturns, compound curves, reverse compound curves, ascender loops, descender loops, and the two ovals. Because in my workbook, you will get a full page to trace. But at least this little sheet will give you a nice summary and a practice point to start every day. If you print it out on regular copy paper, I want you to make sure you take tracing paper and put it on top, just like this. I don't attach my tracing paper to anything, and then I'll just zoom in. This is for large brush pens, so you could use either end of the Dream pen. Maybe I'll use this darker one so you can see more clearly. So this is the Dream pen. I tilt my paper this way, but I'll leave it straight because of this video. And then you just practice. Follow the strokes up and down. The directional arrows are there. There's your up and down strokes. And then you can move the tracing paper and do another row. Or you could actually, for the first row, you could just simply do upstrokes like this. And you know how I'm a real stickler about paper usage? Well, once you've filled that row, look how far apart they are. Go back in and fill in all the empty spaces or the empty areas with the upstrokes, and do the same thing with the downstrokes. So you can focus on one stroke at a time. Or if you look below, you have your underturn, and don't do it all in the same day, like just choose one stroke a day. And you can see these are spaced a little further apart. So what I say you can do is you can actually then go back to the beginning and fill these in with upstrokes. And why upstrokes? Because upstrokes are the most challenging part of a stroke for beginners. Okay, so fill up your spaces like that. Work on one stroke at a time. Then I want you to go to your practice paper. So I've finished my tracing. I've traced the strokes. You're going to take out your practice paper, and it could be grid or dotted or lined. But look at this. You can put it right beside that paper. Take it out of your pad. You know how I emphasize that as well. And I'm going to line this up, and I'm going to do the same size. This will be about 4 squares high. Or you could go down to 3 and just use those previous strokes as your guide. There's a size 3. Okay, so you can use grid or dot or lines. And then let's say if you're working on the underturn, put your tracing paper, your grid paper or dotted paper right beside it and work on your underturns. And if you keep this example right beside your work, you have a really good idea, those are quite different. You have a really good guideline for your own underturns and strokes. So you can do that with this entire worksheet. And then if you are practicing your letters, you know, the letters are all in the workbook, but after you've practiced your basic strokes, you can go on to work on just a couple of letters. So let's say today I've practiced, and my other video shows this as well, the overturn, the underturn, and the compound curve. Then I would go on to practice my letter N. So here's my letter N, overturn, and compound curve. Or I could practice the M. And you can see I'm shortening the strokes here. It doesn't matter if you shorten the strokes as long as you keep the integrity. So most calligraphers do shorten their entrance strokes like this. And that's how you're going to practice with this exclusive new worksheet guide. So I hope this helps you. It is a free download. And the other thing I wanted to share in the same, I'm going to send you over to my website where you can pick this up. So look in the links below this YouTube video. This is wrinkled. There's also a minimum worksheet, and I love this worksheet for my workshop. So if you've worked on your underturns, overturns, and the 2 compound curves, then you can put your tracing paper on this, and you can work on, oopsies, oh, I am all wiggly today. You can work on the this worksheet. So this is set up just like my connections workbooks. So you work on all the individual strokes in the word minimum, and then you go on and you trace where, just like above, just how you learn to start and stop, start and lift, all of those strokes, put them together, and then you have the word minimum. So you did see my previous video to this one on my YouTube channel is all about actually this word and the word minimum and kind of shortening it with a different stroke. So you will see this word again on that previous video. But either way, 2 worksheets to help really improve your skills with brush lettering. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.